Hi guys, it's Natalie here. So, today I'm going to tell you a bit more of how I managed to turn my hobby into my job, only by the age of 19. So, keep watching. If there are any tips I would like to give you, I'm going to give you 5 tips. I'm going to give you 5 tips of how you can do it too, because it's possible. Everybody can do it. Let me take you to a nice Sunday afternoon walk. So today I'm going to be telling you about how I managed to turn my hobby into a job only by the age of 19. I'll start with a brief background of where I grew up. In my high school years, I grew up in Sofia, Bulgaria. Where is that? That's Eastern Europe. Some of you might have known that already, hopefully. And when I was 16, I actually started going to these dance classes of Israeli dance. It's an interesting type of dance, and I recommend you guys to check it out. So when I was 16, I started going to this dance class, and I got super inspired. I started really liking it. I started going to conferences around Europe, and I started getting to know this community, and it opened new doors for me. It opened new networks for me. It opened a lot of opportunities. Let's go this way. And then I graduated high school, and I decided I want to move. I want to go and do my bachelor's in Vienna, Austria, and this is where I'm based right now. So me going back to a new country with some basic German knowledge, I have to say, back then my German was pretty good. It was good German. I had a B2 level. We had certificate. Me and my friends, we had this certificate, and we came together. We were 4 friends coming together to this new country. However, when I came, I had this vision of me teaching dance, and I was 18 back then. I was 18. I was in a new country, but I had the vision. So if there are any tips I would like to give you, I'm going to give you 5 tips. I'm going to give you 5 tips of how you can do it too, because it's possible. Everybody can do it. Everybody, every single person. There are kids behind me, you see? So basically, when I was 18, I was telling you that I moved to a new country, and I had this one vision. So that's tip number 1. You need to have a vision. You need to know where you're going. You need to know what you want to do. You don't have to know the milestones right away, right? You have to know what you want and where you're going. Once you have that, you are already one step ahead, right? So what happened after is that me and my boyfriend, we happened to find vouchers for a free gym membership, a monthly membership. And I remember it was February, so I basically just turned 19, and there was this whole month that every single day we would go to this sports club that had this gym where we were using the gym membership, right? And we would be there every single day. Guys, for a whole month, the opportunity was there for me. The opportunity for me to achieve this vision and to achieve this goal. But I wasn't seeing it so clear. Only by the end of this monthly, only 1 month membership, it kind of came to my mind it was the most obvious thing. Oh my God, I should just talk to the manager. I should talk to the manager and offer a dance class. Maybe this is where I should start. Maybe this is what I should do, right? So action, you gotta do it. And you know what I did? I went to the reception, and the people there already knew me, right? So there was some networking going on already. And they knew I'm not just a random person, but I'm someone who actually is gonna keep going to this gym, and they kind of had my trust. So building trust is very important, right? And then I asked them to talk to their manager, and they said, okay. They said, sure, let us find you a date. Let us find a date where he's available. And guess what? A few days later, I went there. And believe me, barely speaking any German. Because of course I could speak German. I had already a B2 certificate, right? But believe me, there's such a huge difference between you studying and learning a language in one country and then going to the actual country, and trying to talk and to understand. Only in your first few months. It's crazy. So the second tip is take an action.
Okay.
It's as easy as that. Start from somewhere, because the start, this is the hardest, right? This is the hardest part. Once you start, it all gets easier. The flow just comes. It starts flowing. You need to get it, to get the flow. You need to boost it. You need to do something. Because vision ain't enough. Vision is a way to start. Then you have the action. So think about your second action. What would it be? Start small. Start simple. Simplicity, that's the secret. And then he gave me the chance to actually teach for my first class. I had my first class. He said, you know what? We're going to make the marketing for you. We're going to help you. We're going to support you as much as we can because we want you to start. And I had no idea what to expect. And guys, I had 30 people on my first class. On my very first class, I had 30 people. It was huge. It was huge for me. And it was important. For me, the first time was, and back then I thought that the first time is the most important one, right? Guess what? It's not. It's not. You need to stay grounded. That's the third rule. Stay grounded. Why am I saying this? What does it mean grounded? I just started with my vision. I'm on my way. I'm good to go. I did the first step. The first big step, like actually having the real thing, right? So I had like really my class and I had like these 30 people. And this is where I could just say, yeah, it's fine. You know, I'm doing great. I'm having these 30 people. That's it. That's all I need to do. No, you need to stay grounded. Why? I'll tell you why. Because there comes the second time. And the second time I might not have 30 people. I had 20 people the second time. Because I was not the greatest teacher. It was just my start. And people just come to see and to come for this like free or like to check it out. And it's almost never sure that 100% of the same people would come again. Many of them would say, no, this is not fit. It doesn't fit me. It's not fitable for me. That's fine. So tip number 3, stay grounded while keeping your vision, keeping your head up, keeping your eyes up to your vision. You still gotta always remember what your number 1 is, right? So this is very, very crucial. Once you did that, there's a second time, and don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. This is not the time to get discouraged. This is the time, no matter what. For me, I had like 20 people on my second session. The third one was even worse. I had like 15, and then I realized that it's super hard to combine beginners and advanced, because I also had like beginners and I also had advanced, and I had to somehow combine the dances. And the beginners, it was too hard for them, and because it was just too fast, and for the advanced it was just too slow, right? So what do? So I said like, okay, so it means that I need to take 2 hours and I need to pay even rent for 2 hours, which is the double rent. And this is where it got complicated. This is where it's like, oh man, I'm not even at the break even anymore. I had this profit, then I had break even, and now I'm losing money. I was actually losing money. So always count to 3. This is my 4th tip. Always count to 3. And then something happened. After teaching for around 2 years in the Jewish Institute, there was one period that was horrible. It was unbelievable how at the very same week, I had 4 of my dancers calling me and telling me that they have either back problems or knee problems or some sort of a problem that that would prevent them from coming for the next semester or maybe for the next year, because you never know. And that's happened at the very same time. Everyone. Like, it was already maybe 30 or 40% of my dancers. I had like a minimum participants that I had to have in my course. So I didn't want to lose my course, but this is what basically was about to happen. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Because it's something that I cannot control, right? So I either need new people, or I need some sort of motivation. Because for me, it was also very hard. Like I was like in a very hard mental state. And, my studying was not going really well. And then this happened. Then I had like some other issues, like it all comes, how it all comes in the same moment, at the same time. You're like, why, how is that even, can it be even like one thing that is right now? No, everything is going bad. And then I said to myself, you know what, I might just relax right now and say it's okay, it can happen. There's nothing I can do about it right now. Maybe I should just set my priorities into studying right now. Maybe this is what I should do. Maybe I should figure out whether I still want to do this university, or maybe I should just change university. Maybe this is like the biggest, and it turned out to be the best decision of my life, basically, or one of them. So why am I telling you this? There were many signs that, sometimes if you just keep pushing, you just go into a wall the whole time, and you're like, so read the signs. So this is like another tip. You have to read the signs. Don't ignore the signs. Last but not least, guys, consistency, consistency, consistency. This is very crucial, because there you go. You have your trophy. You started your own business. You turned your hobby, you turned your passion into a way to earn some money, and it doesn't even feel like a job. Like, once you have that, think about it. Like, you're doing your hobby, right? I love dancing, and I teach dance. I love communicating with people. I love teaching in general. I teach also like languages and like other things, plus dancing. So at some point, I'm just thinking, this is all amazing, and I don't want to lose it, but I have to be consistent with it, because priorities are going to change. Because sometimes I'm just saying, okay, so this is like super comfortable. I'm fine with this class. It's all good. Let me concentrate somewhere else. I've done that already. I'm established. I'm fine. There's no risk in it for me there. That's not true. You have to be consistent. You should do whatever you can. You should do whatever you can. Come up with new ideas. Talk to people about it. Start projects. Make it all happen. Like, just level up. Level up. Consistency. You need to level up. Because this is how you make this stay. Sometimes it's really hard to push yourself. I understand that. I get that. I've been there. And right now, I have to tell you, like, during the pandemic, during the quarantine, the only job that I was left with, right, out of all of my jobs, and I had like 7 jobs, guys. I had 7 jobs. And the only one that was still happening during the quarantine was the dance teaching. I've been teaching dance online for the last few weeks, and that's been going great. People really would like to do it, and people are so thankful. And I feel super connected and super supported by these amazing, lovely ladies that are out there, that I give them and they give me back. They give me the 10th of the amount that I give them. They give me so much support and so much love, because they see how much I love what I'm doing. And I see, and by me seeing how much they love what they're doing and joining my class, this is just a win-win situation, guys. It's not even, it doesn't feel as a business anymore. It really feels like a hobby that eventually also gets you like some financial benefits, which is nice, right? What could be nicer than this? It's amazing. This is a dream, and it's not hard. So remember these 5 tips. Do you remember them? You have the vision. You have the action. You need to stay grounded. Very important. You need to read the signs. You need to be consistent. So these were the 5 tips. Guys, if this video brought any value to you, and if you would like to hear more about any further tips that I would have throughout my YouTube journey, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be happy to provide further value for you guys. Have a lovely day. I just had 3 really sweet kids coming over, and they wanted to be on YouTube. They said, oh, can we also see your channel? We want to be on YouTube. I'm like, oh well, this is a question, because I'm not sure you're allowed. But I'm saying hi to those 3 little ladies, really sweet princesses. Mwah.